everyone, welcome to today's video. It has been quite a while since I have done a one product video. It is quite rare that a product really knocks my socks off to the point that I feel like it needs its own video. So today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the new Morphe Rich and Foiled eyeshadow palettes. Right off the bat, I want to make it known that I am not a huge fan, I guess you could say, of the large Morphe palettes that have always been quite popular on social media, especially here on YouTube. I just couldn't ever get on board with those big palettes that they have. I would buy them because they looked so pretty and I would see so many beautiful tutorials using them, but then I found myself not reaching for them because they were just so big and cumbersome. So when they started coming out with smaller 9-pan palettes, I thought, why not? The color stories looked very pretty. The price is affordable. So I've definitely been very, very happy with all of the 9-pan palettes from Morphe that I've purchased. I think I have like 3 or 4 of them. So as soon as I saw these on social media, I immediately placed an Ulta order for pickup. I purchased Going Platinum and Rose to Fame. So here's a closer look at both. These palettes retail for $14 and they're so good. I am definitely going to be purchasing the gold version, which is called Gold Seeker. So of course I didn't want to just sit here and tell you how nice they are, how buttery the texture is, how blendable they are, how nicely pigmented they are, how the shimmers are stunning and sparkly with not a lot of fallout, and then these foiled shades, these foiling shades in the center are just top notch. But you want to see, don't you? You want to see a palette in action, so I'm going to show you how I achieved this beautiful eyeshadow look using this palette. I start off by applying the shade Invitation Only into my crease and slightly above, blending back and forth in a windshield wiper motion. And then I'm deepening the crease with the shade Toparazzi, blending that shade back and forth directly into my crease. Now using a flat brush, I'm patting the shade Crowd Control onto the outer third of my eye. I'm doing a pat and blend technique until I build up the shade to my desired intensity. Making sure to blend upwards and outwards towards my temples. Now it's time for the star of the show, Going Platinum. I'm placing this all over my mobile lid and right up to just below my crease. I decided I wanted to have a little bit more of a gradient between the platinum and Crowd Control, so I'm using the shade Moneymaker and placing that right in between the two. Now with a tiny crease brush, I'm going back in with Crowd Control and building up the outer corners because I wanted it just a little bit darker and smokier. I'm also taking that same shade and running it along my lower lash lines using a pencil brush. Now I'm taking a tiny eyeliner brush and placing Jet Worth right underneath my bottom lashes, very close to my lash line, just on the outer portion, and extending that out like I'm making a little wing. And now I'm taking that same shade along my upper lash lines, again getting as close to the root of my lashes as possible. In my tear ducts, I'm using the shade Champagne Excess. I'm also placing that right underneath the arch of my brow. Then I curled my lashes. Tight lined with some black eyeliner. Applied mascara and some individual lashes. And this is the final look. I did end up purchasing the gold palette as well, so here's a look at that one. I would say that the gold and the platinum are my favorites, and I think they will be the ones I will be reaching for the most. Just a couple of other things I think you should know about these eyeshadow palettes are, well, one, they obviously don't come with a mirror. The packaging is not super luxe, but they are great for travel. The foiled shades in the center do work best with a damp eyeshadow brush. The mattes, shimmers, and metallics blend so well, and they're all buildable. I truly feel that whether you are a beginner with makeup, maybe you consider yourself to have intermediate skills, or even advanced makeup skills, I think you are going to love these as much as I do. Of course, I will have them linked for you down below in the description box, as well as through the YouTube shopping tags. And by the way, YouTube has started offering content creators like myself collections. So I'm starting to put together shopping collections. It's almost like an Amazon storefront, but it's a YouTube shopping storefront. So if you're ever wondering what are Risa's favorite foundations for oily skin, or what are Risa's favorite primers, if they're not there by the time this video goes live, they'll be there soon. So it will be an easy way for you to access all of my favorites. So not only will I have the link to purchase these, I will also have listed and linked everything else that is on my face. If you did enjoy this video, I really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider doing so. I do post new content at least twice per week. You can also find more content from me over on Instagram and on TikTok. My username is the same everywhere. It's Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.